All right, let's get into the board gaming alphabet where I try to convince you I've played every single game in my collection one letter at a time. Today's letter is A, and we start off with Abduction, a really fun game with ducks and UFOs trying to take ducks away, abducting the ducks. The pun is amazing. This is a really fun game from Very Special Games. Check it out. The next game is After the Virus, and this was a gift from the Shellfish Gamer, also on TikTok. And this is a zombie survival game where you are working cooperatively. It is very tense and very difficult. Age of Wonders Planetfall. This is a game based on a video game, and I never played the video game, but this game has space elements to it. There's a lot of card play in it. I really enjoy it. The next A game is Agricola, and this is by Uwe Rosenberg. This is a heavy hitter. People love this game, a farming game with all these tiles and all these different strategies. I am not a really big fan of this. I just don't think farming is my jam. Now we move on to a tiny box game called Air, Land, and Sea, and this is all about the theaters of war, air, land, and sea, head to head with someone else trying to win the war on these three different theaters. Going in the opposite direction, the huge box game Ankh, Gods of Egypt, and the production on this game is amazing because we have these huge miniatures that are moving around a map and you're trying to control the map, and this is a really fun one. In the opposite direction again, we have a small box game called Another Man's Treasure, and this is a Grandpa Beck's game, and they have a ton of card games in their lineup, and this is another one with really interesting mechanics, really interesting theme, where you are trying to get trash from other people that they might not want, but you want because it fits better into your strategy. Really interesting game. Bees in Space Apiary. This is a Stonemaier game. I love almost everything that Stonemaier puts out. This is no exception. This is a really interesting game where you are bees who have become sentient and moved into space, and you are trying to survive. It's a good one. Who knew that you could pack so much stuff that would mess up my mind in a tiny little box called Arboretum, where you are basically just trying to line up these trees in the best way possible to score them, but it's a lot of hand management because you also have to worry about what you keep in your hand by the end of the game. This is a tough one. One of my top 10 games of all time, Ark Nova. This is a game where you are building out a zoo, and there are so many cards in this game, so many different ways that you can combo and make your zoo unique and interesting, and this one is really, really good. And the last one in A is Azul, the classic tile laying game, and this one is classic for a reason. I really enjoy this game. It is really simple, but can also be really mean the way that you force people to take certain tiles that will count for negative. This one is really, really good. All right, now here comes the moment of truth. In this batch of games, I haven't played 6 of them. So think about which one I didn't really get too specific with, which ones I was just kind of waxing poetic on. Who knows? So which ones do you think I didn't actually play, even though I made it seem like I had played them all?